Knowledge has the power to undermine and perhaps to overthrow force, but to do so, knowledge must be freely sought, explicitly linked to moral purposes and tied to conduct. It must stand for something. My father had a unique way of using quotes when expressing specific concepts to me. He said it had a better chance of sticking. I never bought it. But now, in moments when I feel lost or confused about something, those words have a way of popping into my mind, reminding me that he is what has stuck with me.
Starved, haven't eaten all day. I don't think you guys snacked.
Have a seat.
This bar's cool. What?
What?
Okay, it'll take 36 hours travel time. That doesn't give us much time to initiate our plan.
What is our plan?
Well, that's what we need to figure out right now. The folks at MIQIIN are getting understandably anxious. Losing that much money could put them into a serious bind.
It seems as if MIQIIN was hit the hardest. The others contacted us.
I'm not quite up to speed here. What's the relationship with MIQIIN?
MIQIIN is the parent company to this organization. It was my father's company. I didn't know about any of this till yesterday.
Your father ran a company called MIQIIN. It wasn't just government contracts like you thought. He also created IQ-145. This was his.
I knew nothing. You never told me any of this.
The towns were members of our group. In fact, the two of them seemed to be the only ones that your father actually trusted. He let them into their inner circle. In fact, they ran MIQIIN and IQ-145 while he stayed in development. We think that the town stole your father's project and set up his suicide. He became a very vulnerable target while he and your mother were separating.
The towns. They were responsible for my I knew it. I knew my father, he wouldn't have committed suicide like that. Never. For a long time, I thought it was something to do with Congressman Dryden. You know, he was my father's best friend at the time. And, the night before his death, I walked in on them having a big fight. And it was pretty heated. He called him a liar. He said all sorts of things. And I had no idea what they were fighting about. So I just assumed he had something to do with, you know, his death. I could never prove anything. He was so well protected.
The good congressman was found dead this afternoon. I'm assuming they're going to try to connect you to it somehow.
It's all been a big secret from me. I had no idea, but something about it does keep pinging a memory. I just can't put my finger on it.
Probably something you ate. What does that mean? MIQIIN. It's such an odd name.
Well, I'm not sure that anybody really knows. He was always giving things odd names. He had a dog named Bisfald and a bird named Comtech.
Who names their dog Bisbald?
Well, if you asked him, he'd say something profound, and you probably still wouldn't understand.
Mary is quite interested in nothing.
What?
MIQIIN, it's an acronym. He used them all the time, of course, that's what it is.
What does it mean?
He told me this one all the time. Mary is quite interested in nothing. It's pretty bizarre, right?
Well, that's meaningless. I don't get it.
No. See, on the contrary, he always would make up these funny phrases to make a point about something. Mary got something from nothing. Mary was his device for purity. She gained knowledge from everything around her. She always learned. And he said, never expect anyone to give you all the answers because answers are meaningless if there are no questions. You gotta search out and find the truth in the void of reality.
Wow. It's really amazing stuff.
So sometimes this stuff didn't mean anything to anybody but him, you know, and he'd have these word games where he'd have more than one acronym per word. He had a ball, drove my mother nuts. Even though he always had a way of saying something in a brilliant fashion, he always reminded me of one thing that was more important than anything else he could say. Facto sunt potentiora verbis.
Deeds are more powerful than words.
He wanted to change things. He wanted to make a difference. I didn't think he had the power. I guess that's why I'm here. I guess that's why we're all here. He gave us the power.
What was it?
Not really sure.
What do you think he wants?
Said he has something for you.
Where did he come from? Is he a Fed?
It fit that type. He may have been a cop, but he didn't show a badge.
Must be some practical joke.
Would he?
You gonna call security? Involve the authorities? This guy might be a little weird. He said something about a 24-hour deadline.
No, let's leave it internal, Charlie. I'm sure it's nothing. What time is that planning meeting?
3:30.
Push it to 4:30. I have to run out and pick up something for Amanda.
We have people who do that for us, sir.
No, it's okay. She thought I had someone else go out and pick up our anniversary present. Well, you know.
Right. After 2 wives, you'd think I'd know these things. I'll reschedule. Anything else?
Nothing right now. Thank you.